So after all that running around, we end up right back here again. Look at us. We barely escaped this place last time, and now we're strolling right back in. Gee, surely we must be some of the bravest adventurers in all of Teyvat. That or the stupidest. To get to that creepy statue, we just need to follow the path we used to escape last time. That should take us right to it. Yep, that'll work. Let's go, and remember to be on your guard.
Looks like we're here. An eerie, lifeless, dark chamber. I understand the evil aura you were describing earlier.
Oh, such a scary place.
Be careful to not be overwhelmed by the power of the defiled statue. The Abyss Herald. It's here.
You sense correctly. You are just as vexatious as ever, Dainsleif, enemy of the Abyss. I sense your soul is stained by terrible bloodshed, perhaps from your darkest nightmares, unless... Oh, and something far more dangerous than we are the...
It is your word. Time to...
Bow before the Abyss!
Let's light it up! Time to act. Shudder! Crush! To ashes! Shudder! Beg for mercy. Teamwork is dreamwork! Crush! Freeze to the core! Shudder! Witness the power of Gugwa! Crush! Rain outlines your fate. Power that ended Haishan! Shudder! Everybody stand back! Crush! Beg for mercy. Know my sword! Let me weave you a verse.
The end is nigh.
Shudder! Beg for mercy. Flood of frost! Crush! Rain outlines your fate. Eyes on me!
The end will come. The end is nigh. Surging tide.
I'm going in!
The world will fall. The world will fall.
Shudder!
Is nigh.
Crush! Shudder!
Surging tide.
Crush!
The abyss shall rise.
be?
Ether.
Wait! She just blew your sister?
Ether, why are you with Dane?
Uh-huh? Your sister knows...
Lumine.
What's...
You shouldn't team up with this man. He is my enemy.
Lumine.
But it must be said. Don't try to stop me. Don't try to stop the Abyss. That man, Dainsleif, was the Twilight Sword, one of the royal guards of the final dynasty of Conria. 500 years ago, he failed to prevent the destruction of Conria. A curse of immortality was laid upon him to forever wander the wilderness, while he watched the people he was supposed to protect turn into monsters of the Abyss.
You're saying Dane is from Conria? The same Conria that was destroyed 500... And you said the people turned into monsters? You're trying to tell Paimon that... and the whole thing about Dane being your enemy... Paimon...
Home. Yes. Of course. But I cannot go with you to the next world to find a new home. At least, not yet. Until the Abyss has engulfed the thrones, my war with destiny will see no end. Listen to me, Ether. I have already traveled through this world once. Once you reach the end... So we'll meet again. Though we need not rush, brother. I have more than enough time to wait for you. We have always had enough time.
They left. Oh, don't be too sad. We'll find them again. Look on the bright side. At least we got some really useful... Uh-huh, that's right. At least now, as well as the Seven, Dane is also a key part of finding your sibling too, right? That's right. By the way, what they said just... Oh. First off, that Abyss Herald called your... It seems like your sister is leading the Abyss Order. Even the Abyss Herald answers to her. Still. Also, your sister said that she wants to engulf the throne. Next thing, turns out the Abyss Order monsters are really what the people of Conria turned into after their nation was destroyed. This story... And Dane is from Conria too! He witnessed its destruction 500 years... So that's why your sister said that Dane... But if the monsters of the Abyss are the same people that Dane... Also, how come, after all this time we spent searching for your sister, it turns out she's on the side of the Abyss? What's up with... Yeah, then we can't let her... Our journey's not over yet. Let's get a move on. Time to... If your sister wants you to reach the end of your journey, well then, show her what you're made of. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
More speed.
Are you okay? Paimon never imagined your sister would have sided with the Abyss. Well, keep your chin up. Paimon believes in both of you. And when the going gets tough, the tough get going. Right? She said we needed to reach the end of our journey. Paimon bets she still has lots more to tell us. And we won't find out what this journey is or where it will end unless we keep going. Aw, don't mention it, partner. Travel buddies are supposed to look out for one another. Although, where should we go next? If we want to continue with... Oh, you mean the god that took your sister away? You're right. After all, everything that followed, all this confusion, it all started with her. Yeah, Paimon bets she's the key to understand... Well, we've ruled out 2 gods so far, the Animo and Geo-Archons. So, next... Paimon doesn't think we can simply walk into Inazuma. Zhongli said it was a closed nation. We'll have to find some other way in. Why don't we ask someone from Inazuma how to gain entrance? Oh, Paimon thought of someone already! Atsuko, in Liyue Harbor! She's from Inazuma! Let's see what she has to say!
More speed. Oh. Hello. Oh, I mean good fortune, right? Is there anything I can help you with?
We wanted to ask, how do we...
Oh, so that's why...
Great! We can...
But the chance of success is incredibly small.
Huh. incredibly small.
It was in leaving Inazuma that I found out just how dangerous this method truly was. All I had to rely on was a little wooden raft that I'd put together myself. There was a storm raging ahead of me, and my pursuers were close on my tail. After I'd escaped their clutches, I floated on the open ocean for I don't know how many days. My rations and fresh water supplies soon ran out, and I remember getting to the point where I was sure I'd reached the end. But, to my surprise, my journey didn't end there. That's right. I escaped by the skin of my teeth. The fact that I'm even alive to tell the tale must be a sign that the gods were
What a horrible journey!
Well, because everything is just too restrictive over there. The atmosphere is so stifling. The Kanjo Commission subjects everyone leaving or entering the nation to a protracted approval process, and
Kanjo Commission?
along with the other two commissions, they oversee everything in Inazuma. We usually collectively refer to them as the one of the obligations of the Kanjo. Meanwhile, the Tenryo Commission is responsible. It doesn't feel good to speak ill of my home like this. But after spending so long under that oppressive atmosphere, what I mean to say is, unless you have an extremely compelling reason to go to you should know that the sea around Inazuma is engulfed in a perpetual tempest of wind and rain. Supposing you... And even if you did manage to find a way, you'd still have to produce the necessary documentation at the Rito Center for processing Outlanders.
Seems like they really don't want anyone setting foot in Inazuma, huh?
They only set that up as a port to guarantee a supply of goods and information to the island. Most Outlanders would be unable to acquire, but if you really are set on going...
The raft idea...
That's not what I meant. You could ask someone from the Crux Fleet if they have some way of getting you to Inazuma. They're well known in Liyue. Voyaging far and wide has made them a well-traveled group with a wide range of experiences. They may
But it's an armed fleet, right?
That part is up to you. If the Alcor is the flagship...
Then there's no time to lose. Let's go find...
It's not over.
Adventure time! Couldn't break the curse.
Do those symbols really mean?
Who have we got here? Wait, I know you. You're that traveler, aren't you? The one who fought against the Fatuian Osile, right? Ningguang told me about you. A traveler of great insight and remarkable skill has saved Liyue, she said. She's a hard one to please, so praise from her is high praise indeed. I remember thinking at the time that it'd be good to meet you in person. Judging by the clothes on your back and this floating thing, I guess that time has come.
Hey! The name's not Floating Thing!
Paimon? What a fascinating being. You two give off not only the essence of wind and earth, but also of... yes, the stars.
Huh? The fragrance of what now? That's the weirdest compliment Paimon's ever heard.
Pay it no heed. I mean only to say I am certain that it is by fate, not chance alone, that we should meet. And that gives our encounter meaning.
You're not far off, but they go by a different name in Inazuma. This young man is Kaidahara Kazuha, a temporary addition to my crew for reasons I won't bore you with. Occasionally he opens his mouth and flowers come out instead of words.
With this fine ship and the soft sea breeze, would it not be romantically irresponsible of me not to acknowledge it with...
No, I can't argue with that. Okay then. Once the clash is underway, I'll give you a chance to perform.
Only if the mood takes me, of course. Poetry...
Hey, you don't want to pass this opportunity up too easily.
Oh, wait a minute. What's the clash?
Huh? I thought you might be here to sign up. You're telling me you've never even heard of it? The Crux Clash is a martial arts tournament that I hold. There'll be a whole bunch of folks taking part to... There are two important rules. 1, competitors must be... So, you've got nothing to worry about there. I don't think... 2, you can't take part if you've got a vision. Otherwise, things get a little... You must be feeling confident, but you might want to watch out. There are a few crouching tigers and hidden and with Liyue's savior taking part in the tournament. Now that's gonna turn a few heads. I think we...
But we didn't come here to take part...
Well, before you dismiss the idea completely, you might be interested to hear that the Get this. It's a...
Supplied by myself, as a matter of fact.
Is there really such thing as a masterless vision?
When a vision bearer dies, the light in their vision will fade away. But the shell that housed that light remains. As for whether this shell has any practical application, well, this remains to be seen. But my intuition tells me that while it remains in the world, it may just be possible for someone else to inherit it.
Yep. And the way I see it, a vision is a badge of recognition from the gods. So if anyone's able to rekindle it, it's gotta be an individual of exceptional strength and talent. Organizing the clash is my way of uncovering hidden talents. And hopefully this time, getting a vision to glow again. So if you don't have a vision, this is the perfect opportunity to get your hands on one of your very own.
Yeah, we're interested in getting to
Inazuma?
Well, why didn't you say so? Inazuma? No sweat. In that case, if you win the tournament, I'll give you a choice.
You just want him to take part.
What's wrong with that? The more talent we...
What are we gonna do? Looks like...
Great. Then let's get you signed up. Head to the tournament arena in Guyun Stone Forest. Kazuha and I...
It seems like it will only be a matter of time before the answer is revealed.
What in the...
Body and mind. Body and mind.
Before we sign up, let's see who the other competitors are. Beto said that they had to be renowned fighters. Hello! Are you here to compete in the Crux...
You bet I am. Have you put your names down yet? Well, I'd have a look at the entrance criteria if I were you. Then allow just anyone to... The Clash is a comprehensive test of fighting ability. Nobody wants to see that.
Yeah, we heard a rule about that. So...
Me? Only a former runner-up in the Chihu Rock Freestyle Combat Summit. Oh yeah.
Uh-huh. Also, that...
What? You... Nonsense. Have you... Not to mention, I've helped the Millilith catch treasure hoarders before. There were 2 of them trying to escape. I soon sorted them out. They tried to sneak past me under the cover of darkness. I planted a left hook on the skinnier one's face and sent him flying. I stood my ground, of course. A roundhouse kick sent the blade hurt. I told you. I'm not saying I came out complete.
Uh-huh. But for us, even 4 or 5 treasure hoarders at a time is all in a day's work. Mm-hmm. Alright, we're gonna keep looking around.
I'll see you in the arena. But I don't plan on losing to a pair of children anytime soon.
Hi there! Are you here for the Crux Clash too?
That's right. Nothing beats real-life combat. But this tournament is more than just a chance to put training into practice. It's all—
Exactly. With a vision, we'd quickly become our master's top students.
This master of yours must be pretty...
famous. He's the founder of the Lingshan clan. And his skills are You probably wouldn't have heard of it. It was founded quite recently. The clan is nowhere near as famous as the master himself anyway. He's got to be a grand master or something. He's created many different styles of kung fu, and countless other clans have borrowed extensively from him. To the Lingshan clan, he teaches a special technique known as force dispersal.
Force dispersal?
It's a type of breathing exercise where you can train yourself to harness the energy around you and neutralize attacks with... For example, our master can use it to alter the...
One time, he sent a challenger flying into the air without lifting a finger.
It sure is, but it's extremely...
We're clearly not that naturally gifted.
There's a tuition fee?
Of course. This is a grand master we're talking about here. He doesn't have time to wait.
But here we are, having trained under him directly all this time without even a hint of improvement. Master, recently though, we heard that a vision bearer joined the Guhua.
So, if we can get our hands on a vision too, maybe we can finally make our master proud.
Well, we have to try something new. Otherwise, we're stuck in the same situation.
Exactly. It can't hurt to try. And folks will come from far and wide. Heck, we could even become the dominant martial arts clan in all of Liyue.
See you in the arena.
Hey, youngster. Are you here for the Crux Clash too? If so, seems I found myself another new adversary.
So you're also here for the tournament?
You better believe it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I could walk away as a champion. For me, obtaining a vision is the final and most important piece in the puzzle that is my... No. It's not about what I want to do. This is about who I want to be. I know how that sounds, but let me explain. I've passed every exam I've ever taken, enjoyed numerous successful business ventures. In most people's eyes, I am already the very a vision.
You have so much self-confidence.
That's not important. I have a contact in the Crux fleet. I've also brought along a bit of an entourage for moral support. It's such a... Of course, I also put in a few good days' practice, concentrating mostly on rare... Ha! You don't mince your words. Now then, if you don't mind, I need to finish my pre-competition routine. It's not too long now before you'll get to see me in action.
So, to recap, we're up against an inflated ego, some gullible guys paying way too much for their kung fu classes, and another guy who's just... really average.
Chink's a village arm wrestling champion, huh? All right, you're signed up. Next, please. What's your name? Wait, did I hear that right?
Is it really them?
Huh? Aren't they a vision bearer, though? Why are they...
I have to ask. Aren't you the traveler that... Oh, it's really him!
The one that spoke with Lady Kuching at the rite of parting.
Oh, I wonder if I can get his autograph later.
I trust you are aware that, only those without visions can enter the tournament? Really? But from what I've heard, the things you're capable...
Yep, he still doesn't have a vision, though. See if yours...
my apologies. I didn't mean to be rude. I'm sure a great hero like yourself would have no reason to lie. Now, could I ask you to provide a few claims to fame? It's just a formality for you, of course, but I have to make a record of competitors. So far, I've got defeated the ancient god Osial, so that's one. Do you have any others?
Yeah, and also a dragon, too!
Whoa.
Might as well declare him the champion.
I wonder if it's too late to...
Okay, that's plenty. Right, you're registered. A great hero such as yourself can surely only be here for one thing. To win the tournament?
Oh, we're not here for that. We're here because Captain...
There's another prize, too?
Beto must have upped the stakes this time to...
But why would anyone want to go...
I see. So, I take it you discussed your terms with Beto in advance, then? Well, nobody expected you to sign up to a tournament. Anyway, the qualifying rounds are about to begin.
Hey, so... Paimon's thinking about... Even though you don't have a vision, most people in Teyvat... So Paimon thinks you probably shouldn't use your elemental abilities during the tournament. In any case, looking at the competition, it's... Alright, it's...
You seem like you're raring to go. Are you ready to compete? Good. Then please follow me into the arena.
Our next competitor is seen by many as the favorite to win this tournament. His first bout begins now!
You? You're the hero they're talking about? How am I supposed to win now?
What a strange guy. Why was he so confident to begin with? Well, now that we've won, let's go and see Beto. She'll probably have something to say to us.
I knew I wouldn't regret introducing you as the favorite. So, what do you think, Kazuha? He totally...
Impressive. But I also observed our favorite exercise some restraint, as if to protect...
Well, I've fought my fair share of battles, both big and small. So, come on. We all know you've got a wide vocabulary in there.
All right. Let me think how to... You fought well.
All right, then. I was thinking your inner poet might want to join... You know, a lot of competitors came to me saying how surprised they were that... And since you signed up, we've had many others do the same, with more than a few top-tier fighters among them. Well, For one thing, we don't want you wasting all your energy in the early rounds fighting people who are well below your level. So, I'm putting you straight through to the semifinals.
Huh? But we only just started...
This is how Captain Beto works. Besides, at your level...
Huh. To be...
All right, I'm gonna watch some... We're finally here, folks. The real show is about to begin.
The captain seems to... Your opponent has fought many rounds to get to the semifinals. This makes him a seasoned warrior. You may well be stronger than him, but this should not give you cause to lower your guard. Very well. Show me that you are ready to push through the storm that lies ahead.
All right, that's enough chit-chat for now. The audience is waiting.
Your opponent in the semifinals is new to the Crux Clash, but he has quickly become the... I do not doubt your abilities, but I would
Relax. My guy's at the...
Okay, follow...
At last, the moment we've all been waiting for. The semifinals have begun. Who's it gonna be this time? The hero or the dark horse?
I don't care about the prize. You're a strong opponent. That's what I'm here for.
Well taught! Come again. You're pretty good.
I'm sweating all over. It's a... Congratulations. I was beaten by the best.
Right! For a moment, if you had a vision, you'd...
I wanted a vision once, when I was a kid, but mine... I lost interest eventually. I've fought and won against vision bearers before. The power they have was given to them by the god.
Huh? You mean you didn't sign...
No, I didn't. Only in defeat can you understand your weaknesses and learn from...
Wow!
If you have the chance in the future, please come...
by the way, do you know who else...
Whether they'll be as tough as me, I don't know. So don't get too cocky.
There he goes. Maybe we should ask around, see what we can find out about our opponent in the...
Ah, it's you! I watched your I myself was eliminated in the third round.
Maybe next time, huh?
Why, yes. He's the same one who defeated me. He is a formidable... I faltered for but a brief moment. Given my stature, I have no fear of squaring off. Still, I'm sure he'll be no match.
Hey there! Well, where did the other guy go?
He tried to use force dispersal to deflect a punch, but instead he took it straight to the nose. There was blood all over the place. His opponent was pretty freaked out by it. He kept asking him, "Why didn't you dodge?" But he was pretty much out cold by that point and couldn't reply. "Why don't you dodge?" they ask. Because to not dodge is the very essence of Lingshan clan kung fu. It's just that he hadn't quite mastered. Don't even get me started. I spent all my energy helping him get from here to the boat to take him back to the harbor. But by the time I got back, my scheduled match time had already passed and I had to forfeit. I don't dare tell my master about this, otherwise I'd never hear the end of it. Sorry, I shouldn't be complaining in front of you like this. I'm afraid I'm still a bit out of sorts at the moment, so I probably won't be able to help you with whatever—
Oh, all right then. Hope your buddy—
Thanks,
We still haven't got any useful information yet. Maybe we can go talk to Beto.
You gave an outstanding performance. I could sense that you're not familiar with bouts of this kind, but you were quick to adapt and managed to claim victory over your opponent. In fact, I discerned this not from what I saw.
He's right. But in my case, I was pure— I guess not using your elemental powers must be quite new for you, huh?
We wanted to ask about—
Not exactly. Contenders that reach the finals aren't necessarily— As for the guy you'll be facing, his skill lies in his speed, and he is— What's the matter? Worried that you've bitten off more than you can chew?
If that is the case, then I have a proposal for you. I haven't properly introduced myself yet. In the land of
yeah, we could tell that from your getup. But at the same time, when you talk, you don't really sound like some—
It is true that I am versed both in literary and I do not mean to flaunt my martial prowess. Given your talents—
Hang on. Don't you think you're bending the rules a bit there?
Gathering intelligence is an essential— Besides, our favorite here is
You betcha! Wait a second. We never—
However, there is only so— Come with me. Some post-match entertainment is in order.
Benny's adventure team, assemble! Or not. Off we go!
Now that we're alone, let me cut to the heart of the matter. You are skilled in manipulating the elements. And not just a single element, but multiple.
Paimon knew that you were hinting at something.
That's right. If the other contenders were to catch wind of your elemental abilities, if I'm not mistaken, you share these considerations, given your— Since a young age, I have been attuned to the tidings. It is things of this nature—
As crazy as all that sounds—
My humble abilities are negligible. To think a human could wield the elements without a vision. And not to mention your incredibly complex scent.
Hey, stop evaluating us based on our smell!
Could you perchance enlighten me as to how you managed to obtain your combined elemental abilities? So then, might I be so bold as to inquire how exactly it is that—
Aw, it's nothing really. It's been a long journey, and many things have happened along the way. Honestly, even Paimon doesn't understand.
Perhaps such unfathomable things are the However, I still wish to have the honor of seeing how you wield the elements. Of course, I too shall share with you all that I've learned. That will make it Now then, Pay no attention to me. I was just talking.
Eye for an eye. No, my sword. Witness the power of Gugwa.
Freeze to the core. Beg for mercy. Shudder. Crush. Rack and ruin.
Let's light it up.
Shudder.
Let's light it up. Rain outlines your fate. Everybody stand back. I can no longer hold back. Power that ended Haishan. Let's light it up! Off we go!
Crush!
Let me weave you a verse. Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Your skills in battle are truly beyond reproach. Even with your opponent's speed, he shouldn't be able to overwhelm you. Your opponent is skilled at controlling his breathing and maintaining balance, which enables him to execute moves that many would find impossible. He relies entirely on the element of surprise to defeat his... In other words, as long as you remain mindful of his ability, please, save your thanks. If anything, I should... The world is a truly
You seem kind of obsessed with visions, but...
I desire to know what influences the... My apologies. You... For allowing me the honor of witnessing your... So that's what you're curious about? As you well know, a vision hunt decree is currently underway in Inazuma. Visions are a gift bestowed by the divine. People that have accepted this gift are now having their visions confiscated inexplicably. Sometimes in circumstances that leave their original recipients dead. In the outset, supposing each of the 7 archons had their criteria for granting visions to living beings, then does the current Electro-Archon now doubt these criteria, or even the act in and of itself? Not to mention, with no new Electro-Visions having been granted for such a long time, it would seem that we can infer something of the Raiden Shogun's feelings on the matter.
She sounds less like an Archon and more like a tyrant.
As far as I know, she is an Archon that pursues eternity. She will relentlessly carry out her will with no regard to what others may think or feel. Liyue's contracts are meant to benefit all who reside within Liyue. But what does Inazuma's pursuit of eternity bring to its people? It goes without saying that the people locked within Inazuma do not fare well these days.
Sounds a lot like something the god you encountered in the beginning would do.
Oh? Have you encountered the Electro-Archon before? With time, we will change. But the Shogun will remain the same. If you wish to find her, she will forever be there. There will come a day when I too shall wish to understand the answers to eternity from her. Ah, the time for your match is approaching.
Oh, right! We got so distracted talking about Inazuma that Paimon forgot all about the tournament.
If you have no other matters to attend to, then we can return together. Very well. Let's go. I wish to see who will obtain the vision.
Let's go find some treasure.
Why isn't he? Never mind. We can start by making your entrance first.
Everyone, listen up! We've reached the climax of We've seen many exciting Now, I'd like to introduce He Strikes Fear into the...
Wow!
I've been waiting... I'm sure everyone But today's final round, as for our other combatant...
Oh, come on, what could be taking him so long? You can't just forfeit for not showing up like in previous rounds.
Apologies! Everyone just sit tight!
We've got no other choice. If he doesn't show up, we'll just...
Wait a moment. Something... Captain Beto, perhaps we... Traveler.
Let me see. It's gone all right.
Huh? Did somebody steal?
We don't know when it was taken exactly. I never thought that someone here would have the guts to cross Captain Beto.
No need to worry. Even the craftiest sleight of hand does not escape Nate. The vision was the prize that I had offered, and it was my responsibility to look after.
Well, if you insist. I'll stay here and try to offer some explanation to all the
If you would, please come with me.
But we're on an island. Where could he have possibly run to?
Come with me. I consent.
Huh? A wind current?
The winds have come at an opportune moment. Let's seize this chance. Ride the winds upward. From there, we can continue our search for clues.
By the way, what made you suddenly think of taking the prize in the first place?
I heard it the moment it was stolen.
Well, then why didn't you stop him?
The winds are guiding us forward. The culprit is on the opposite shore now.
You can hear that too? What does it sound like?
Hubris. This way. Follow me. There may be an ambush waiting for us up ahead, but I trust that you are well prepared for such a scenario.
Hoarders, they're here! Get them!
Treasure hoarders, just as I expected. In which case, please stand back.
Rain outlines your fate.
I'm not careless.
Crush! Teamwork is dreamwork!
You caught up with me? How is that possible? I had even prepared a boat to ensure a quick getaway, and still...
No boat could ever match the speed of the wind.
The wind? What are you talking about? Drat! If I only had a vision. Or if I could activate this one...
This has nothing to do with visions. Additionally, your chosen escape route was flawed for reasons that are too numerous to go into. And on top of that, I could hear your boasting and proud laughter in the wind. In other words, you failed to meet any of the basic
You...
But most disappointing of all is the state of the vision. It appears that the vision doesn't respond to human desire.
Fine! Fine! I've had my eyes on this vision for quite some time now.
Aha! So you were...
I'd intended to win the contest through skill alone all along. But then you showed up. After watching the semifinals, I knew that I didn't stand a chance. But I wasn't, since there was no use in trying. I was convinced I prepared Drat. This could... I know an empty threat when I hear one. Fine. But you'd better mean it. It didn't act...
You know, according to the laws of the sea, the penalty for
Huh? You're not serious.
Not to mention that the item you stole was a prize. You didn't show up for the final match, and you damaged the reputation. It seems that it would be only fair to brand the word thief on your forehead with a hot iron.
Whoa, whoa! We don't need to go that far, do we?
I never would have... If this is where talking gets me, then forget it. I'll risk a fight.
Yeah. Beg for mercy.
Eyes on me!
Ring cutter.
No, no. Do what you want, but please, don't brand my forehead, please!
He has persevered to the bitter end, and now death looms near. Yet still the gods do not bestow their favor upon him. Put down the vision and leave. I've changed my mind. No further punishment for you.
Huh?
What's wrong? Are you asking for more punishment? It's up to you. Such willingness is commendable, and fits the way of the samurai.
No need for that. Thank you for releasing me. You truly are generous.
Huh? Paimon doesn't get it. Were you just trying to scare him?
I take no pleasure in frightening others. I was just testing all possibilities while the vision remained in his hands. When people are forced into a corner, that is when their greatest strength will appear. I thought it may be an opportunity for him to awaken the vision. But unfortunately, nothing happened. Yes. I wanted to know whether it were possible for an extinguished vision to be reawakened. From the moment he stole the vision, I decided to use him for this experiment. I've tried many other methods in the past, though few tales tell of a masterless vision reawakening. After seeing you command multiple elements, I figured that nothing is impossible. Come, why don't you give it a try? Let's see if you can give me the answer I'm hoping for.
The vision didn't seem to respond at all.
I see. So you are also unable to rekindle the vision. No matter. This was expected. I suppose this vision is still mine to take for now.
Yeah, what's the story behind this vision anyway?
The story begins with an old friend. He was once a good friend of mine. One day he asked me about a sword art of which he had heard, the Musono Hitotachi. I told him it can only be witnessed when divine punishment is administered. It is the pinnacle of the Raiden Shogun's skill, a symbol of ultimate power. But he replied, there must be one who can withstand it. There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow. Then, the Vision Hunt decree arrived. People's aspirations were stripped away as the Raiden Shogun began to construct her ideal of eternity. While I was fleeing from place to place, I heard that my friend had challenged the Vision Hunters to a duel before the throne. A solemn yet brutal challenge. The defeated face divine punishment, while the victors gain a second chance. Perhaps he thought he of all people should make a stand. Coming face to face with the Musono Hitotachi was all that he truly desired, after all. When I arrived at Tenshukaku, the duel was over. I heard his sentence of divine punishment, his severed blade hitting the ground. Perhaps that was the glory he had yearned to witness. In his last moments, what expression was on his face? Before I knew it, I had stepped forward and snatched the dying vision and was running from the scene. All I knew was that I mustn't let his hope, which burned so brightly, become buried among the ice-cold statue of a god. Perhaps one day, I may come to find that all I have done is meaningless. But as a wandering samurai, I find meaning in traveling.
Kazuha!
It's just another way of saying I do as I please. All right then, it's time we returned. Allow me to gather the wind for us.
Huh? Did Beta leave already? Maybe...
If you're looking for the captain, she was summoned by Lady Ningguang. It seems that the Crux clash got out of hand this time and has attracted her attention. Captain Beto was muttering something about Ningguang being a stick in the mud as she headed off to Liyue.
It's not unusual for those two to be at odds.
But still, Captain Beto was disappointed she didn't get to witness the crowning of the new champion.
The one who stole the vision was originally to be this hero's opponent in the fight. He knew he stood no chance of winning the match, thus in which case, the Crux clash comes to a...
Huh? So that's what... If that's the case, then the rules stipulate that he is disqualified. And our hero here is...
Paimon thought we'd win and all, but not...
It doesn't matter. As the saying goes, honor given is honor deserved.
Yes, I believe so. Though Captain Beto is no... But the voyage to Inazuma is a treacherous one. You will be plagued. In fact, the relentless rain and wind are also an embodiment of the Raiden Shogun's will to close the nation.
Hold on a second. You're saying she can change the weather just with the power of her mind?
Let us not forget that this is one of the 7 Archons. If Liyue's Morax could form Guyun's stone forest by casting down his stone spears, then it should come as no great surprise that the Raiden... Suffice it to say that if you wish to journey to Inazuma, the Alcor will... In the meantime, I intend...
Paimon believes you'll find a way for Shu...
Thank you. One final word of warning.